All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. If you can see us and you can hear us, drop a comment, please. If you can see us and you can hear us, drop a comment, please. If you guys can see us and you can hear us and you can, there we go, it's coming. All right, we're up. I'm going to turn this feedback down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear us and you can see us, drop a comment, please. All right, I see y'all hopping on. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Awesomeness, guys. Well, guys, we love to keep the time in perspective. So, Gerald, just share a little bit what we're trying to accomplish tonight because it seemed like a hot topic when it comes to sales. Ah, look at Michelle. Hey, girl.
Hey,
Hey,
Michelle. Hey,
Michelle.
Michelle.
Good.
Absolutely. So, yes, definitely great Tuesday. Hope all is well with those that are actually chimed in. And as you chime in, yes, definitely feel free to drop a comment like Michelle just did. Feel free to drop a comment. Let us know you chimed in. Let us know where you're chiming in from. Also, as well, if you watch the replay, make sure as well you drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know you chimed in and where you chiming in from. So, yes, this evening we're looking to have a discussion and conversation around building a high performance sales team and strategies to scale and dominate. We're going to talk about building a high performance sales team and strategies to scale and dominate. And I'm actually looking to make this a series. This week, I want to focus more on talking about sales development reps in terms of appointment setters. I was going to say next week, we'll talk more about account executives and closers. And then the following week, talk about some sales leadership and sales management type of strategies as well. And so if this is actually your first time chiming in with us, or if you have hopped on to any of our live streams in the past, my name is Gerald Bass. I'm actually the founder and CEO of the Rise of the 1%. Alongside me on this live stream is the Chief Operating Officer of the Rise of the 1%, Charlotte Cummins. And Samuel says, hello, Charlotte and Gerald. I'm tuning in from Columbus, Ohio. Welcome, Samuel, from Columbus, Ohio. At your convenience, Charlotte, please connect with me as I like to have your presence to my team. Talk soon. Okay. Gotcha.
We'll do.
Gotcha. Okay. And so pretty much here with the Rise of the 1%, we've been around 8 years now. We primarily been focusing on working with a lot of coaches and consultants, online course creators, different B2B service-based business providers, primarily who at times may just be relying on word of mouth referrals, may have a little bit of a social media presence, but just are looking for assistance in terms of being able to consistently and predictably pack the calendar with qualified appointments and be able to get those high value clients. Okay, so we work with different small base businesses to even mid-sized companies who actually want to be able to grow and scale up their company revenue, additional 20K, 50K plus a month. We've helped some of our clients actually do this in under 60 days without spending money on paid advertising. Now, one thing we've been very fortunate enough to do as well over the years is build sales teams. We've done this actually for our company here with the Rise of the 1%. And not only that, we've helped some of our clients with recruiting, hiring, placing, and training sales reps in their business as well. And so pretty much what we wanted to cover this evening was talking about when is the right time for one to actually start looking to hire what we call sales development reps, AKA appointment setters. Okay, so like I said, this week we're just going to talk about sales development reps, AKA SDRs, AKA appointment setters. Next week, we'll talk more about account executives and closers. The following week, we'll talk more about sales management and leadership. So here's what we're going to cover this evening. You all, we're going to talk about what constraint does a SDR fulfill, right? What constraint in your business does a sales development rep fulfill? We're going to talk about requirements before even thinking about hiring sales development reps or appointment setters. And we're going to talk about the consequences of hiring prematurely. All right. So let's start off with talking about what constraint does an appointment setter or sales development rep fulfill. For one, setters fulfill two constraints. One, lead volume. Okay, lead volume. So if you're not getting enough appointments at this time, then a setter or SDR will help you with getting more appointments. Okay, that's the first thing. Number two, lead efficiency. So if you have an outbound system, which to me, all entrepreneurs and business owners should have some type of outbound system. You have billion-dollar companies who have outbound sales teams. Okay, so you should have some type of outbound system for your business. So being you have an outbound system for reaching out to prospects, let's say on social media, appointment setters or sales development reps, they can actually help you with managing your conversations in terms of the DMs, inboxes, and they can actually help you with booking and qualifying calls for the closer, aka account executive of your company. Okay. Another thing that appointment setters and sales development reps can do is they can call, email, and send text to cold and warm prospects in your CRM. So I actually did a live stream last week talking about how a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners actually leave a lot of revenue in their pipeline. And it's typically because they're not doing great pipeline management themselves, or of course, they don't have a sales team that's actually doing pipeline management for their company or organization. So what that tends to do is it leaves a lot of uncovered revenue in a pipeline and opportunities for you to be able to serve more of your clients for your particular business. Okay. So another thing appointment setters and sales development reps can do as well is they actually could call no-shows, right? So let's say you had calls booked in your calendar in the past, or if you already have a closer or an account executive in your company or organization who have had calls booked into their calendar in the past and they've had no-shows. At times, a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, they don't follow up on those shows. I remember some years ago in the digital marketing world, a lot of companies used to actually blacklist people who actually no-show to calls. Meaning if they didn't show up, they'll just say, you know what, you're blacklisted. You can never book a call again with our company.
Funny.
And at that time, I could understand it at that time because you look at it like, okay, that's opportunity that could have been for someone else who may have been serious about getting a problem solved to actually be in that meeting, but you didn't even have common courtesy to show up to the call. I thoroughly understand that back at that time. I will say, though, over the years, things have evolved where, yes, we still want people, of course, to value our time as entrepreneurs and business owners. But at the same time, if people do no-show, I would recommend in today's time not to just ever follow up with them again or blacklist them. And Charlotte, was you looking to comment on that? Because I know you had unmuted yourself.
That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, that's actually what used to happen in our space years ago.
Well, yeah. I remember you telling us that we used to laugh. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, you never know what happened in that situation. Sometimes it's an emergency or whatever had happened. Yeah, it's still good to follow up with them for sure. That's funny.
Absolutely. So your appointment setters or your sales development reps, they actually can call those that may have no-showed in the past or those that may have canceled calls in the past. or even potential clients that haven't become clients yet of your offer, but they may be in your CRM in terms of your customer relationship management system. Or those sales development reps or appointment setters can call on clients that you may already have for potential other opportunities that you may have for your clients in terms of solving additional problems for them in the form of upsells. So like I say, those setters and those SDRs, they could call no-shows, cancellations, potential clients that haven't became clients yet of your offer, and they can attempt to rebook them back into calls with the closer or the account executive of your company, or those that already are clients that you have other ways that you can help them solve problems at even more of a higher level with your particular product or service. They could call them and offer potential upsells as well. All right. Now, let's talk about if you have inbound lead flow from, let's say, paid advertising. Let's say you are running paid ads. And paid ads can be LinkedIn ads, it can be Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, etc. Okay, so let's say you have an inbound lead flow from paid advertisement. And let's say if your return on ad spend, which is we call ROAS in the digital marketing space. Let's say if your return on ad spend and or your profit margins are unfavorable. Okay. So let's say your return that you're getting for spending money on ads and your profit margins are not where you want them to be. Adding in appointment setters or sales development reps is a great way to increase your dollar per lead and therefore increase your margin to scale. Can actually increase the amount of revenue that you generate per lead that comes from the paid ad campaigns. Therefore, it increases your margins to be able to scale your business. So for an example, let's say if you're having trouble scaling, if you was running paid advertising campaigns because your total return on ad spend is 3 times, right? So let's say for every dollar you're spending on ads, you're making back 3. And let's say that was leaving you with a 20% profit margin based on your P&Ls, your profit and loss statements. Adding in appointment setters or sales development reps can actually increase your return on ad spend to 6 times, thus giving you way more room to further scale your business. So instead of earning $3 for every dollar spent on paid ads, you could literally be earning back $6. And I'm going to tell you all how this works, by the way, because we've done this for our own business. At one point in time, we was actually running YouTube ads for our particular business. And with those YouTube ads, typically how the ads work is we're running what they call in-stream YouTube ads. You all may be familiar with them, where if you're watching like a YouTube video, a video comes up of an ad, and typically at the bottom of that ad, it'll have where you can skip the ad if you want after a certain amount of seconds. Those are called in-stream ads. So we ran YouTube ads for our own business. And so typically what they would do is they would see our YouTube ad, and after they watch our YouTube ad, then they believe from watching the ad that our company actually could help them, then they're going to go over to a link, which is we had a case study video. That was what we call our lead magnet, by the way. If y'all don't know what a lead magnet is, pretty much that's just something free of value to your particular market that you can offer to them in exchange for being able to collect their information. So once they watch the YouTube ad, and this YouTube ad basically speaks to their pains, problems, frustrations, different desires they want. If they want to learn more, they have the opportunity to go over, click a link, Go over to what we call an opt-in page, which is the top of what we call a sales funnel. And typically on that opt-in page, it would be some type of headline that's basically calling that particular audience out. And also as well, in terms of that audience, speaking to them in reference to what this particular case study video is going to share with them by them opting in. Like, what's the benefits of this particular case study video? Why should you opt in with name, email, and phone number? So what happens is they opt in to the opt-in page of the funnel with the name, email, phone number. They go over to another page where the case study video is. Our case study video is around 27 minutes long. We've had many, I would say around 10 to 15% that typically comes through the funnel from paid ads that will watch the entire case study video. And at the end of the video, they would click the button below and schedule a call. That's what we call an inbound lead. We didn't have to reach out to them to book a call. That's inbound. Now, what happens to all the other opt-ins that opt into the case study video to watch the case study video, but they don't hit the button below and schedule a call? Well, you have to have a contingency plan on the back end for those people. So typically what we will have set up in the funnel is if they watch the case study video and they don't book a call, they for one will go into automated email and SMS follow-ups that we pre-write. But also, guess what? The appointment setter and the sales development rep will also pick up the phone and call them. And a lot of times they're more inclined to even get them from that phone call than the automated emails and SMS messages, which increases the amount of bookings going into the calendar from the paid advertising campaigns that wouldn't be there if the sales development rep or the appointment setter was there to make the dials. That's how you can increase return on ad spend and profitability of advertising campaigns if you're spending money on paid ads. Hope that's making sense thus far. And being you're just chiming in and you're getting something out of this live stream thus far, make sure you hit that like button, hit that love button. Drop any comments below if you have any questions or also any of your biggest takeaways. Let us know as well. Do you currently have SDRs, appointment setters in your business at this time? Or are you looking to be able to install SDRs and appointment setters in your business this year for 2025, especially based off what I'm sharing here on the live? If this is something you're looking to do this year so that you can generate a whole lot more leads, it is not necessarily having to be so much just on yourself as the entrepreneur or business owner. You actually can get assistance with that, and you can really ramp up the amount of leads, the amount of appointments, the amount of opportunities, the amount of clients that you serve, the impact that you have with your products and services, etc. And Charlotte, at any time, if you want to chime in, feel free as well.
Yeah, guys, this is the powerful strategy.
Yep.
So you guys might want to take note.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about the requirements before hiring an appointment setter or SDR. Number one, you have to make sure that your offer is already validated. You have to make sure that your offer is already validated. Michelle says, I'm not looking at the moment, but I'm just listening and learning. Very informative. Absolutely. As you get something out of it thus far, Michelle. For sure. Okay. So you have to make sure your offer is already validated. Okay. What do I mean by that? Well, for one, you want to make sure that your offer is already converting, meaning you're already getting clients. you don't want to test your offer converting once you get an appointment set or a sales development rep, because if it's not converting and they come on board, even if they're a newbie, even if they're a new sales rep, they still would get very discouraged and won't want to continue in the role. So you want to make sure that the offer is validated. You should already know what your conversion rate is, meaning if you generate X amount of appointments, this percentage is most likely to close. And to be quite frank with you, if you have like a premium price product or service, you should be closing at a minimum 25% on the call. If you have a premium price product or service. Okay. If your product or service is not premium price, your closing ratio could be a lot higher than that. It could be 60, 70% or so on the call. Also, another requirement before hiring an appointment setter or SDR is you want to have at least 2 active streams of curated opportunity volume. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is you don't want to just be relying on one channel where all your lead flow comes from. So for instance, let's say you use LinkedIn to grow your business. You should be leveraging more than just LinkedIn. You should be like layering on, let's say, email, potentially with the LinkedIn outreach that you may be doing at that particular time, or layering on SMS, or you might leverage LinkedIn and Facebook. That can be considered 2 different channels for active streams of lead flow, or it might be LinkedIn and Instagram, or LinkedIn and Twitter, or LinkedIn and YouTube, whatever the case may be. You need at least 2+ active streams of curated opportunity volume for the appointment setter or the sales development rep. And number 3, the last requirement before hiring an appointment setter and sales development rep is you need to know that you can lead this person to success in the role. So that means that you should have already went out and had success in terms of already having appointments booked for your particular business and your company through the different channels that you use, which is, I said, at least 2+ active streams. Okay, you have to be able to lead this person to success in the role. Got to be able to have real great training for them from A to Z, so they actually could go out and get results in terms of actually booking those calls. All right, so let's talk about some consequences of hiring prematurely. There's 3 of them. Number 1, if you hire without a valid offer, it's just not going to work. It's hard to set and build a process if your offer is not already validated. Okay. So like I say, your offer need to already be converting before you think about hiring appointment setters or SDRs. Number 2, if you hire without curated opportunity volume, okay, so that's why I talked about having 2+ active streams of curated opportunity volume. At least 2 channels where you already are generating leads and appointments and getting clients off of. Because if you don't have that, you're going to have setters that struggle badly and they're going to quit. Okay? And number 3, if you hire without having done the process yourself first, they're not going to have a baseline selling process to use. Therefore, they'll struggle, they won't perform, and you won't know why. So I can even tell you all, when we bring sales development reps on our team, we know without paid advertising, our baseline is a minimum 5 qualified appointments a week, which is around 20 a month. If we're using organic systems and paid advertising, we know it should be a minimum of 10 qualified calls a week, which is 40 a month. And we've had SDRs that have booked that in the calendar consistently month after month. So we know that because we've done it ourselves. And also, like I say, we've had other SDRs that have came onto our team that have done it as well. So we already know what the baseline is. That's why it's great to do it yourself first, so you can really establish a baseline and know what the actual numbers should look like, so you can know what the KPIs need to look like once you get ready to hire an appointment setter or SDR. You can know what to let them know the expectations are for your company or organization, because the baseline and the KPIs have already been set and they've already been accomplished. Consistently yourself first. So that's how that works. Okay? So with that said, like I say, this week in terms of building a high-performance sales team, you all strategy to scale and dominate, I just wanted to talk specifically with you all alongside Charlotte in reference to sales development reps and appointment setters. Next week, we'll come back and talk a little bit more about closers and account executives. And then as well in the coming weeks, we'll talk more about sales management, leadership, potentially some things around client success as well. And we'll go from there. But do we have any questions from anyone? If we have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Also, feel free to share any of your biggest takeaways in the comment section as well. If you got anything out of this, feel free to hit that like, love button. If you feel this could benefit anyone else, feel free to share it around with them as well. And I can tell you this right now, if you are looking for assistance with recruiting, hiring, placing, training, sales development reps, a sales team for your business this year in 2025, you want to be able to really get so much out of working in your business and be able to focus more on working on different parts on your business in terms of your biggest strengths in your business, and just have more of the time to do the things you really enjoy doing as well. We do assist many of our clients with that process. And if you want to have a discussion about it, you actually can schedule in a 45-minute custom tailored strategy call with me. The link is right there on the screen. www.theriseof1%.com/strategy call. www.theriseof1%.com/strategy call. You actually can book in a call. It's an absolute free call, by the way. You can actually hop on and I find out a little bit more about your business, where you are right now, the specifics of what you're looking to accomplish, and just make sure it would be a good fit if we was to potentially help you with getting that sales rep, placing them and training them. And being it is, we'll have a discussion on what that looks like. If not, you'll just get a free 45-minute, insanely valuable strategy session with myself. Okay? So that's the link right there. And Charlotte, if you have any comments, you can feel free to speak. Other than that, that's all I had today.
Okay, guys. The link is right there on the screen, guys. This is the unique strategy that, believe it or not, like Gerald mentioned, is that a lot of companies are actually using this strategy. Even larger companies use these strategies too as well.
Right.
Now we have the capability for like with smaller companies to do this on our own too as well. So you can have the same power behind your particular product and service by having a sales development rep in your business potentially. But of course, like Gerald mentioned, we have to understand like where you are within your business too as well for this to even make sense. So we definitely want to share that information with you guys, and feel free to reach out if you need us, because this is a huge opportunity out here, not just for your business, but for the person that's coming and supporting your business too as well. So
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, you have some of your big companies like Salesforce. If you are familiar with
right,
Salesforce, HubSpot, a lot of these big tech billion-dollar companies, they have SDR teams, they have BDR teams, they have account executives, they have all that, sales management, they have all of that. What we talked about today, though, was SDR teams. And a lot of
right.
the bigger billion-dollar companies, they have sales development rep teams. But like Charlie had say, yeah, in today's time now, in 2025, we can actually install some of these same type of roles even into smaller businesses that are growing into the mid-sized companies, and potentially maybe want to be larger companies in the future as well. So
Right.
keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
Outside of that, that's pretty much it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have any questions or anything to chat about when it comes to sales, guys. This is a big deal. I just want to put that out there again. Just want to put that out there again. This is a huge deal. So, guys, if you don't have anything, of course, I have the link right there on the screen. I'm going to post it in the chat once we get off of the live stream. But, guys, thank you so much for hopping on and learning these juicy details about sales. Keep in mind, this is a series. We're going to be back to talk about, like Gerald was talking about, like the other parts of the sales realm. But yeah, we just want to kick it off with talking about SDRs tonight.
Absolutely. 100%.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't have anything else, we will see you guys on next week.
Absolutely. Have a great one on purpose.
Have a great one.